Did you get ready in the dark or something? 'Cause you look like a beautiful nightmare.
Hello Cancer Rising, welcome to my channel. You're watching Tesa's Tarot. This is going to be an August 2021 astrology tarot update for Cancer Rising. If you're a Cancer Sun or Moon, you're definitely welcome to hang out and watch this video. You could definitely get some useful information out of it, or if you are any other zodiac sign, you're welcome to watch. But you might maybe find my mid-month readings a little bit more useful. They are based on your sun, moon, or rising sign, and they are general tarot readings. Let's see. Yeah, so basically, if you are a new subscriber, the way that I do this is I pull up the chart for the month of August for 2021, and we take a look at the transits that are in effect through August of 2021, and I do it based off of your rising sign. So it's based off of the chart for Cancer Rising. Okay, so that's how that's going to work. So we're pretty much going to just jump right into the reading. I'm using the ASTRO Soul Oracle deck, so I'm going to pull 3 cards from this deck. We're going to see what energies are coming out for you, what we need to take a look at. We're going to match those energies up with the chart, and we're going to see like what area of your life, like what's kind of going on there. I'm going to use tarot cards to clarify, so we can kind of like look a little bit more into the story and see what's going on there. And I'm going to be using Influence of the Angels Tarot, and then I'm going to wrap up the whole reading with one oracle card from Queen of the Moon Oracle. And I'm just going to pull one oracle card. I'm not going to get into the depths of what I think the card means for that particular card. Okay, so at the very, very end, I'm just going to tell you what the card is, what it says, and then you can take away what you want from the whole reading and interpret it for yourself. All right, Cancer Rising. So that is pretty much my spiel. So let's get into this. What messages do we have coming through for Cancer Rising for August 2021? What messages do we have coming through for Cancer Rising? What messages do we have coming through for Cancer Rising? All right, so for the first card, we have Pisces energy, okay? This is your oh my God. Not your opposite. Opposite of Pisces is Virgo, okay. So for you, Cancer, we have your fellow water sign, Pisces, okay? So Pisces energy is going to represent like dreams, okay? Dreaming and illusion and just kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Isolation also, okay, reflection, isolation, reflection also, like art, creativity, music. Pisces is also very much influenced by music, okay? So you do have Pisces in your 9th house, Cancer. 9th house is going to be the house of higher learning. This is the Sagittarius house, your beliefs, your beliefs, philosophy, also long distance travel. So I don't know, it's very possible that you could be traveling somewhere in August, or you are, you have a new vision. Maybe around August, you're going to have a higher vision. You're going to have a higher perspective on something, and that higher perspective is going to be in a very, it's going to just be in this other realm, okay? Like, you could see things, you could definitely obtain some wisdom, or see something like more, I don't know, more with like butterfly eyes, I don't know, like starry eyes. Things are going to seem really dreamy in reference to like a bigger picture perspective on something. I am going to clarify with the tarot though, okay? For the next card, we have Lilith, repressed desires, okay? So Lilith represents the deepest, 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 darkest, 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 darkest feminine energy within all of us, okay? Lilith was the ancient, like, mythological story of, like, the original Eve who got kicked out of paradise, and she was just like, I can be just as powerful as a man. I demand to be treated like Adam. You know what I mean? Like, I demand equality. So she just, like, had a lot of vengeance in her. She had a lot of anger, but she also had, like, this strong urge to become very powerful, okay? because it was repressed. It was taken from her because she was a woman. So our repressed desires can have a lot to do with our sexuality. It can have a lot to do with anger, lust, greed, you know, like definitely roots from kind of like those darker places, okay? We all have a Lilith, a black moon Lilith in our natal chart. Okay, natal chart is your original chart, okay? But because I don't know what your personal chart looks like, so let's take a look over here. So Lilith is in Gemini currently, and it's transiting your 12th house. Okay, yeah. So there's definitely something going on over here in regards to your spirituality. Absolutely, because it's in the 12th house. The 12th house originally is ruled by Pisces, okay? 12th house is going to be the house of isolation. 12th house is going to be the house that of like reflection, and like it's also God's house, okay? It's the house of spirituality. It's the house of like symbolism as well, okay? We obtain a lot of symbolism from this house and we attach meaning to it, okay? This is where we receive a lot of creative energy. This is also very much influenced by the unconscious, you know, like Carl Jung, you know, where all these like archetypes are kind of like coming through, you know, they're being transmitted through our consciousness, so we can like understand different aspects of our personality and how we feel and how we act and like all these types of things. So there's some kind of like, there's something going on beneath the surface over here in reference to like maybe your deeper spirituality, maybe something you haven't even tapped into yet, but you have like a deeper spirituality within you. And you do have a lot of repressed desires, okay? And perhaps like, I don't know. This is very interesting because it's in Gemini. So it can have a lot to do with, let's see, like your inability. It can have a lot to do with perhaps your inability to communicate what these desires are exactly. It's like you feel them, they're there, but perhaps you don't have an ability to communicate them. That's why they're repressed, right? Okay. And then for the next card, we have Mercury. Okay, communication, knowledge, information, curiosity. Oh, the planet of Gemini and Virgo. Okay, so I don't know, you can have Gemini or Virgo in your chart. Mercury is currently transiting through Leo, and it's going to be moving into Libra on August 30th at the end of the month. But for most of August, it's going to be in Leo, and this is taking place in your second house, okay? So Mercury is going to be in your second house throughout August. Your second house is ruled by Leo, and it is in regards to your possessions, your values, how your resources, how you build your foundation in order to acquire emotional security, financial security, all that type of stuff. So you can feel comfortable, so you can feel at ease, so you can feel like, okay, you know, you have stability in your life. So with Mercury being here, there could be like, you could discover some need to communicate something in regards to your needs, okay? I do kind of feel this as like maybe you are needing something more from your life, or you're needing something more in order to feel stable, in order to feel grounded, or in order to feel like there's a spark of passion, there's a spark of like creativity and passion in you, and your imagination is kind of like going a little wild. There's probably some repressed desires. This could be, you could have a partner at home and you're really needing to communicate to them maybe some deeper desires that you have been thinking about, that you need, you know, that you want to explore. It could definitely be in reference to like sexuality, because Lilith represents deep sexuality. Pisces is a very romantic energy, okay? Pisces is like the dreamer, okay? They're very romantic. So something that you need to express, or, you know, communicate, or that you're curious about. You could be very curious about something, about exploring something. Let's clarify these messages. So let's clarify Pisces. Clarification for the Pisces card, please. Oh, Jesus. just don't like it when the cards get all messy like that. Clarification for the Pisces card. Nine of Cups, more Pisces energy. Ooh, Jupiter in Pisces, wish fulfillment. Some wish is coming true for you, okay? Maybe you are traveling somewhere. Maybe you're going somewhere. Something, okay? With Jupiter in Pisces over here, abundance, wish fulfillment, some kind of dream is coming true, okay? There's some kind of dream coming true over here, okay? Something in reference to a dream, and it's like wish fulfillment. Something is going to go your way. Dreams coming true. You getting what you want, basically. There's something that you want. It could be in regards to travel or higher learning or philosophy. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Let's clarify Lilith. Let's clarify Lilith, please. Clarify Lilith for me, please. Oh, some slinky ass cards. Clarify Lilith for me, please. Death. Oh, goodness gracious, Cancer rising. What is this? Okay, so I'm sorry, but the vision that I had was literally like some passionate and you like, you know, metaphysically, spiritually going through a sort of death and rebirth. It might not be the case, but there is some spiritual, oh my God, there's some kind of like symbolic death happening here. And it's taking place in a spiritual realm. You could very well, Cancer rising, have some kind of vision in August, okay? You could have some kind of vision in August, I don't know, but you're going through some kind of symbolic death here. I have never done a reading so, like, mystical. I feel like this reading is very otherworldly in a way. Like, it's taking place in just, like, some other realm that is almost difficult for me to tap into right now. Maybe because it's repressed, but it's like, it could be repressed spirituality. Or perhaps, like, you still haven't accepted this side of you. You still haven't accepted this deeper part of you that is tuned in to death. That's tuned into the other side. That's tuned into this, like, occult world. I think that's what it is, Cancer. I really feel like that's what it is. Like, that side of you is kind of like, you kind of hide that side of you, that you are very interested and intrigued with that aspect of life, but you don't really talk about it a lot, you know? It's a little repressed. Very interesting. Okay, let's clarify Mercury. Clarify Mercury, please. We have the Devil. This is the most bizarre reading. You guys are the last zodiac sign for this August series, and this is by far the most like interesting and bizarre and kind of mysterious reading that I've done. The Devil, Capricorn energy. Got Capricorn in the 7th house. Oh my Jesus. Okay, so you could be you have some repressed, I think that you have some repressed sexual fantasies. Okay, I'm just going to come out and say it. I think that you might have some repressed sexual fantasies. I think that you keep them to yourself, and perhaps you're trying to figure out a way to communicate them to your partner, because this Devil energy is in your 7th house of partnership and relationships and yada, yada, yada. And I don't know, like you might want to get involved in maybe a little like S&M or like something a little kinky, right? Okay. And because this Mercury is in your 2nd house of possessions and values and like indulgence. Okay. Taurus. Okay. The 2nd house is ruled by Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. And Venus and Taurus, these energies, they want to indulge in their senses. They want to indulge in like touch and smell and taste and like all this type of stuff, you know, like they just want to feel everything. So I don't know, like I'm just kind of getting a feeling like maybe like you want to explore a little bit more of like what your body can like handle. I don't know. And like you're wanting to communicate this with your partner perhaps, like, you know, maybe you want to get some candles involved. I don't know, like, but I'm definitely picking up on some like other worldly like kind of vibe, like, you know, like you just kind of want to be like transported to another place. Like you want to kind of escape from this reality a little bit. You want to be transported a little bit to this other place. Of course, like you want to do this with your lover. You want to do this with somebody that you trust. And you know, you're just kind of maybe preparing, like you want to explore the darker sides of you. You want to bring those darker sides of you maybe up to the surface a little bit more so you can understand them better. And you feel like perhaps this is the way to do it. You know, maybe you need to release, you need to like bring up and release some stuff. So a lot of people use sexuality to release repressed emotions. Like, you know, I mean, for people who do have repressed emotions, a lot of repressed emotions, sometimes those emotions do come up, you know, in that way, you know. I mean, people definitely explore different taboo like elements of sexuality and things like that. There are like a variety of communities and a variety of you know, things that you can do, fetishes, whatever that might be, to kind of explore some of those other aspects of life within yourself. It's always, you know, of course, it's good to do it with somebody that you trust, right? So anyway, this is your reading, Cancer rising. So I don't know, maybe August is going to be the month where you're going to start to communicate this, or you're going to start to like think about it a little bit more. But yeah, that's the reading that I have for you. So this is super, super interesting. I'm going to finish up this reading with a final card from Queen of the Moon Oracle, and you're just going to take it and interpret it however you so please, okay? So final messages for Cancer rising. Final messages for Cancer rising for August 2021. Trust. That's your word for August, my lovely Cancer risings. Trust. All right, that's it. That's your reading. I don't know. Drop me a comment if you'd like. Let me know. Like this video if it resonated with you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, you know, come on. What you waiting for? All right, so I'll see you next time, hopefully. and have a good night. Bye.